My name is Jerry Marinowski, and I am the president of the Ramsey County Bar Foundation. Because of your generosity, the foundation is able to distribute more than $100,000 each year to legal services organizations that provide legal services to needy residents of Ramsey County and surrounding areas. The foundation also provides scholarships to minority law students through its Minority Law Student Scholarship Program. I could give you many examples of the people who have been helped by the grants from the foundation, but instead I'll let a few of them tell you their stories.
My name is Caitlin. I got in touch with SMRLS through the organization that I'm through. They were trying to help me get my daughter back. They couldn't help me at the time. And I guess they found a way because then I got a call to come in and meet with Katie Graves.
My name is Katie Graves. I'm a volunteer attorney for SMRLS. I've been doing working for SMRLS as a volunteer attorney for over 30 years. In the summer of 2014, I met a young woman, Caitlin Wood. She was one of the clients that I met with. She had been a victim of sex trafficking. When she was approximately 18 years old, she got hooked up with this much older man who then eventually was her pimp. She moved in with him. They had a child together.
He trafficked me along with numerous other women.
She had a daughter who was probably 7 at the time, whom she hadn't seen in a couple of years.
I wasn't strong enough to fight for her like I should have. I was still afraid of him. I couldn't get out what I wanted to say. It was very nerve-wracking. I was scared, like, what is he gonna do to me?
He was kind of a scary guy, to be honest with you.
So he ended up getting full custody. I had visitations for 3 days a week, for 3 hours a day, and that's really no time to spend with your child.
In the spring or summer of 2014, there was a big sex trafficking arrest in the city of St. Paul, and her former pimp was one of the people arrested.
I had contacted Katie Graves, and she helped me get my daughter back.
Once you have custody of a child, it's difficult to change it. The law says that we have to show that the child's emotional or physical well-being is being endangered by her current living environment. The fact that she was living with a man who had been convicted of basically trafficking minors and women who were mentally disabled was probably in and of itself grounds to do that.
She told me everything I needed to do. She made sure all the paperwork was in.
So we were able to find an address for the dad. We got him served. We had an initial hearing in October, I believe, of 2014. So we had a second hearing, and nothing really changed at that point. The judge did appoint a guardian ad litem for Larissa.
I was so glad to have someone that wasn't for me and that wasn't for my ex, that was strictly there for my daughter.
So we had the hearing, and the guardian ad litem had recommended that, that based on Dad's, interference of the relationship between Larissa and her mother, and the fact that, he'd been involved in sex trafficking, and obviously that's not an appropriate place for a 7-year-old to be raised in. She recommended an immediate change in custody, and which the judge did.
Her report was a huge factor in the case, I feel. With the help of Katie Graves, she was able to speak for me. And for that was a big thing for me because I couldn't speak for myself still. It was very hard. Larissa is 9 going on 21. She's got attitude forever, but she is